Welcome to the February 16th City Council meeting. If I could ask everyone please to silence their cell phones and stand and join me in pledging the flag, if you would, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Again, thank all of you for being with us tonight. Approving the agenda, we have some corrections that's been requested under item 5. Appendix A would be Confederate history. This will be taken off the calendar till next month. Requested to be taken off till the next March meeting. Also, under item 7, new business, the rezoning request 2015511, Cumming MHP LLC. That'll be taken off as the request of the owner till the March meeting. Also, item 2 under planning and zoning would be land use update contract with Jerry White. He was unable to make the meeting tonight, so I'd also request that to be removed from the agenda till the March meeting. If no other corrections to the agenda, I'd entertain a motion to be approved as amended.
So moved.
A motion to have a second?
Second.
And all in favor signify by raising your hand. Unanimous. Thank you very much. Okay. Did I hear a motion to, under executive session, since we removed that, I hear the executive session would be postponed till the end of the meeting in view of some of the people who has some on the agenda. I hear a motion that the executive session, that we have to have an executive session in reference to litigation, property acquisition, and potential litigation maybe. So I hear a motion to move executive session to the end of the meeting at number before the adjournment, item 9 under below announcements.
So moved.
Have a motion, have a second?
Second.
All in favor signify by raising your hand. Unanimous. Thank you very much. Consideration adoption of the minutes, regular council meeting January the 19th. I assume everyone got a copy of those minutes. If no corrections, the chair will entertain a motion.
Make a motion, we approve.
Have a second?
Second.
All in favor signify by raising your hand. Unanimous. Thank you very much. Okay, item B, executive session, January the 19th, 2016. I hear a motion.
So moved.
Second. Motion and a second. All in favor signify by raising your hand. Unanimous. Thank you. Okay, the item 5 has been postponed till next meeting, March meeting. Under old business, for council consideration, we have Lanier 400 Parkway for the dedication and opening of that. Steve, do you know what date that might be put on the calendar in reference to getting engineers and everybody at that meeting for the ribbon cut and opening the new roads? Have they given you a preliminary date?
No, so they said they would be available anytime that the council was able to make it at their pleasure. So you
Okay.
tell us and we'll have everybody there.
We everything's ready on that road as far as the traffic is concerned, except a sidewalk. And of course, we haven't received bids back on the sidewalk. It'll be received in March. But the road is ready for opening. So at the pleasure of this board, we can set a time with the board's approval and let the commissioners and the engineers and everybody know, and we'll have a ceremony for opening of the road. So does council members have any particular time that they'd like to look at that potentially would be good weather?
Just set one, I'll be there.
What if we do it on Tuesday, March the 1st? Would that be a good date for everybody?
Should be fine.
Steve, you think you'd work that? Okay. We'll put it Tuesday, March the 1st will be the ribbon cutting for the Lanier 400 Parkway, which is a new road that's been built from the Boys Lodge all the way to Pilgrim Mill Road, a real beautiful road. So y'all,
Mr. Mayor.
at that 9 o'clock would be a good time to do that, if it would be get everybody together at 9 o'clock, 9 a.m. That's in agreement with everybody. Did I hear a motion on that date?
So moved. Good idea.
Have a motion, have a second? All in favor signify by raising your hand. Okay, we'll dedicate the road and open it up March the 1st at 9 o'clock. Okay, we have item B. John, we've had a meeting and so forth on this item B here, and you ready to make a recommendation as to what conclusion we've come to?
Yes, sir. Mr. Mayor, members of the City Council, you received a proposal for an IGA last month from the county regarding sewer purchases for the city of Cumming. And I've spoken with Tim Perkins, and we're working together to, in essence, anytime he and I get together, he can purchase, or the county can purchase sewer from the city, as long as our engineering group approves, that the line sizes are proper and that we can handle the flow. So he and I have worked that out together, that, working together with the engineers, the city could sell sewer to the county on a case-by-case basis. Instead of going through all the paperwork of IGAs and things of that nature, and the sewer will be sold at the going rate of the day. So, currently we have certain areas that are $20 per gallon per day and other areas that are $25. You can relate that to a home, $5,000 per unit in some areas and $6,250 in other areas. So, if it's okay with the mayor and the city councilman, Tim and I would like to move forward in that manner, is just to work it out on a case-by-case basis.
Okay, you're suggesting that we not have an IGA anymore, that we work it out like we would any other customer, sell the county the sewer, and therefore we can bypass the attorneys from the standpoint. They just bring the information to you, and we can work out on a case-by-case basis without having to have an IGA every time the county needs some sewer.
That's correct. And Mayor, we have a sewer service area that's outside the city limits. Now, we're not talking about those areas. Those areas we already sell sewer capacity to the customers directly. So in those areas, we're responsible. But we're talking about outside the city service area and inside the county. There are certain areas where they don't have the ability to get sewer, say to Hammond's Crossing or out Highway 20, or in certain areas on Bethelview Road. And in those cases, we need to be able to sell them additional sewer capacity as their area grows, if we've got the system sized in that area to allow for the flow. I know another thing that we don't want to do is to impede the city's growth potential in those areas either. And we'll look at that to make sure that we don't oversell capacity in area, and the city had to foot the bill to build a bigger system or a bigger pipe or a bigger pump or something of that nature. So we really want to examine each request carefully and determine what impact it has on us and our potential to grow in that area and to make wise decisions. But that's what we're proposing to do. If it's your pleasure if you'll allow us to do that.
The request from the county was that they'd pay $19 a gallon, and I believe you said you're selling it from 20 to 25 to our customers. Is $19 a gallon what you and Tim has agreed to, or
No, sir, Mr. Mayor.
proposing, or what's the price?
What I would propose is to charge them what we're charging the other customers, which would
Okay.
be at a minimum $20 per gallon.
Okay.
And then in some areas, depending on the area, it's $25 per gallon.
I understand. Okay.
Eliminating the IGA, the agreement, that saves us money, doesn't it, city and county?
Dr. Ledbetter, I think you're right. There would be a lot of negotiating back and forth just to create the IGA, and then every single time we wanted to sell sewer capacity, we'd have to create a new IGA.
So I'm saying you're just saving money, really, by doing it this way.
Yes, ma'am. I believe it would be more
At least you don't
streamlined.
have the legal fees. You're going to spend $1,000 probably drawing up IGAs through the legal terminology. So at least you're going to save that on every time you draw up an IGA.
That's correct.
So that's the savings to the users.
That's correct.
Okay.
The original request last month, the way it was requested, it kind of had an open-ended, indefinite period where not only could they request capacity at essentially what it felt like was a predetermined price, but it didn't really feel like that we could say no. So even though this is a case-by-case, what you're talking about, we're not obligated. It can't impede our ability to grow, as you said, and we're not obligated to provide it. It truly is case-by-case. There's no back channel that...
That's correct.
Okay.
That's good. That's true. The contract that they proposed was slanted in their favor in that, in essence, there was verbiage in there that led me to feel that we didn't have a choice at times to
Right.
sell them sewer capacity. What we want to be able to do is look at the pipe sizing and say, we've got a huge pipe in this area. It has plenty of capacity in it to convey the flow of the wastewater to the plant. So, and it looks like, too, we have enough capacity for all the land in our area, so we're not going to impede the growth and development in our service area. We have additional capacity that's available for sale to the county in this area, so therefore, we're willing to sell the capacity to them, not just anywhere they want to purchase
Right.
sewer capacity. So, the other option, too, would be we could increase the pipe size, or the pumps. And in that case, we would need additional funds from either the developer or the county. And if they were willing to help us upsize our infrastructure, then maybe it would be a yes in those cases too.
Well, I think it's good work if we can, avoid an IGA and keep it where the two of you can move forward and keep it efficient and have a timely response, and hopefully everybody will feel like we're working together a little better than we have before.
I agree.
John, in this particular case, in this particular area, do we know the price yet
Do I know the price?
for this case in this area?
$20 per gallon.
20? Because I know you said it could fluctuate depending on the area. So if
That's
this
right.
area, in this particular case, we're at 20.
It is, that's
Okay.
correct. In that portion of the service area, it's $20 per gallon per day for commercial development.
Any other questions? Thank you, John.
Thank you, Mr.
I
Mayor.
hear a
members of
motion
council.
to approve the recommendation by the Director of Utilities to sell the county sewer for the county's service area, which is Pilgrim, Bethevue Road and Castleberry Road intersection for the Kroger store for $20 a gallon.
So moved.
Have a motion. Linda, have a second?
Second.
Second, Chuck. Any discussion? All in favor signify by raising your hand. Unanimous. Thank you very much. Okay, item 7 under new business, GMRC joint appointment with Forsyth County. I think the city has received a letter or maybe a email from the Chamber of Commerce recommending appointment of a joint member, which would be the chamber member, which I believe his name is Charles Long, who's the new
It's Robert Long, I believe.
Robert Long. Okay. With the county, they've agreed that he's the guy that has taken Randall Trusant, who has left. He took his place, and he'll be a joint member by the city and the county. And he works very well at the chamber, I understand, and he seems very well qualified to be on that board. So it's up to the board what y'all's decision is. I'd recommend to go ahead and approve Robert Long to serve on the board with the RDC. Chair will entertain a motion.
I motion that we approve Mr. Long to fill the joint vacancy on the Georgia Mountain Region Board.
Have a second?
Second.
Second. In discussion? All in favor signify by raising your hand. Unanimous. Thank you very much. Okay, under sales contract with the Forsyth County Board of Education, this is the location of the new school on city property, and they have sent a contract to the city of Cumming for the proposed location for the new school, and I need the board to vote to authorize the mayor to sign the next necessary documents. Chair will entertain a motion.
I make a motion.
Have a motion from Quincy, second from Lewis. In discussion? All in favor signify by raising your hand. Unanimous. Thank you very much. Okay, under planning and zoning, we have postponed zoning request 2015511 Sony Cumming MHP LLC till March meeting. Also, item 2, comprehensive land use plan update till the March meeting. Item 3, alcohol license, Mr. Kaufman.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, members of the council. What we have is a application for a city license for the sale of wine, malt beverage, and distilled spirits at a new package store that's going to be located at 359 Canton Highway. And I hope I get the pronunciation correct. Viraj Jalaram LLC, doing business as the liquor shop. I've completed a check of the location and found that it is within the parameters for distances from churches and schools. The owner, Mr. Patel, has completed a background check with the City of Cumming Police Department, and that has been completed. He's submitted his application, and the funds for that license have been paid. So my recommendation is that the license be granted to the applicant based on that.
Okay. Do we need a public hearing on this?
No.
Kevin? No. Okay. We have the applicant here for the... Okay. He's obviously, he knows the regulations of the ordinances of the City of Cumming. He has a copy of the regulations and ordinances. Does he currently have a store anywhere, alcohol store?
No, Mr. Mayor.
But you do know the ordinances. You have a copy of the ordinances and bylaws of the alcohol sales.
And he'll be furnished a fresh copy of that if the license is granted to him. We furnish him with a copy of the alcohol ordinance to go with that license. Okay. So he's clear on that.
Council, have any questions?
I just have a comment. I'm going to have to abstain from a vote on this, Mayor. The property is owned by my direct family, so.
Let the record show that Christopher Wright would abstain from any discussion in reference to this matter, alcohol matter. Okay, Chair will entertain a motion.
I make a motion.
Have a motion from Quincy, second from Lewis, to approve the license for the recommendation of the John Kaufman, license director for alcohol sales. And that is for the location. Let me make sure to get that in the record. That's on, I don't have the address, and
359 Canton Highway, sir.
379 Canton
359.
Highway? 359
Yes, sir.
Canton Highway. Okay. For the liquor shop, 359 Canton Highway. Have a motion and a second. In discussion? All in favor? 4-0. Christopher Light abstaining. Thank you, John.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Emery. Okay, item 3, under utilities, Director of Utilities bid award, Shamley Gap Road Pump Station and Force Main, Mr. Hurd, John Hurd.
And speaking of sewer system expansion projects, so Shamley Gap Road intersects Highway 20, just west of Bethelview Road, headed towards Canton. And there's a development, the city's service area is 1,000 feet north and south of Highway 20. And in this area, there's a development that wishes to go in, and the fees that they have paid to the city will overcome the majority of the cost of this project. This is to build a pump station and a force main on Shamley Gap Road, run the force main up to 20, come back over to Bethelview and enter into a manhole that will be set with the Bethelview Road project that's currently underway. We had 7 bids ranging from $879,974.76 all the way up to $1,145,420.76. The lowest bidder is Strickland and Sons Pipeline. We've done a lot of work with them, and we do recommend accepting the lowest bid in the amount of $879,974.76.
And that's the recommendation, 879,974.76.
That's correct.
And that was what was the company now?
Strickland and Sons Pipeline.
Okay, we have a recommendation from Director of Utilities on the Shamley Gap Road Pump Station and Force Main for an $879,974.76. Chair will entertain a motion.
Make a motion, we approve it.
That was in the projected cost for that project also, wasn't it, John?
Within the range of the projected cost of the project, yes, it was. That's what we were expecting, somewhere in that range.
Okay. Have a motion to have a second?
A second.
Second, Linda. Any discussion? All in favor signify by raising your hand. Unanimous. Thank you, John.
Thank you.
Okay, under item 2, bid award for Cheatham Creek Wastewater Pump Station, John Hurd.
Similarly, this is a wastewater pumping station. Currently, there is a pump station in the same spot. This is a replacement, an upsize pump station. The impetus for this project was the Amos property that was sold just north of Shamley Gap Road. There's about 650 to 700 homes going to be built in that area. That company was Lennar, Georgia. They paid to the city around $4.1 million towards this project with sewer capacity fees and sewer infrastructure improvement fees. We had 6 bids, and the lowest bid for this pump station project was $1,608,416.80. The highest bid was $2,218,000. And the R2T Incorporated company, we've looked at them. We've never worked with them before, but they had several recommendations from other cities and counties around, and we're confident that they're fully capable of doing this job. So It's our recommendation, along with engineering staff, that we accept the lowest bid from R2T Incorporated in the amount of $1,608,416.80.
Okay, anybody have any questions from John? All right, we have bid award. The low bid was $1,608,416.80, correct?
That's correct.
For the Cheatham Creek wastewater pump station. Chair will entertain a motion.
I make a motion, we accept the lowest.
Have a motion from Lewis. To have a second?
Second.
Second from Linda. In discussion. All in favor signify by raising your hand. Unanimous. Thank you very much. Item 3, Cheatham Creek gravity sewer and force main. John?
This is a related project to the pump station. Many times we break up these bids into a pump station bid and then a sewer line, gravity sewer line and a force main project, because many times contractors are more suited to build pipelines than they are pump stations, and then vice versa. So it's good to break these up. Many times you get a better bid anyway. So we had 9 bids, and we're getting a good number of bids, and that's when you advertise for bids and you get 2 or 3 bids, you're not sure what you're getting. But when you get 9 bids, you're sure you're getting a wide range of potential prices. So the lowest bid was from Heron Construction Company in the amount of $1,535,364.00. The highest bid came from SoCo Contracting Company in the amount of $3,273,867.22. We've worked with Heron Construction before, and we recommend, myself, our staff, along with the engineering staff, to accept the lowest bid from Heron Construction Company in the amount of $1,535,364.00.
Okay. Council have any questions?
Did you say you have worked with them in the past?
We have.
Okay, great.
John, is there anything
Correct.
concerning about the highest bid being double the lowest bid?
You learn a lot from accepting bids. Bidders, contractors are either interested in doing work, maybe they don't have a lot of work, or maybe they have a lot of work going on and they're just trying to see what they can get. As far as accuracy, our engineers we take bids line by line, and if you look on like page 3, it gives you more information, like 16-inch HDPE force main type 3 laying, and then 16-inch HDPE force main directional drilling, and it breaks apart everything that they plan to do on this project. And so you can compare, and our engineers I know basically the price is going to be in this range, but when you see one that high, you know that they were really sort of fishing for a good,
Good.
a
Thank
good
you for-
project so they
that's-
can make money.
that's
So
perfect.
That's
Thank
why
you.
it's good to have a wide number, like 9 bidders. That's a good number of bidders, because you kind of, disqualify the ones that are just looking to make, a good bit of money off a project, and you find the ones that are really interested in working, and they're the ones that are really interested in giving you a good bid, and that's what we got here, we feel like.
I appreciate the due diligence. Thank you, John. Good work.
Got to be good stewards of the money.
Okay. What's the pleasure of the board? We have a Harrison Construction. Did you say Harrington or Harris?
Heron, H-A-R-E-N.
Heron Construction Company for $1,535,364 on Cheatham Creek gravity sewer and force main. Have we hear a motion?
I make a motion to.
Have a motion from
approve
Quincy.
Lowest bid.
Have a second?
Second.
Second from Lewis and Linda. Okay. Any discussion? All in favor signify by raising your hand. Unanimous.
Thank you, Mr.
John.
Mayor, members of the City Council.
Okay, under announcements, we have item A is Skillet Liquors, country music down yonder at the Playhouse at 8 p.m. on February the 26th and 27th, and also February the 28th. Also, we have Mardi Gras It's electric at the Playhouse, and that'll be at 8 p.m. March the 4th and 5th, and at 3 p.m. on March 5th and 6th. That's a reschedule after being postponed due to climate weather in January. Is there any other announcements or business to come before this board? Do I hear a motion we recess and go in executive session?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All in favor? Unanimous. Thank y'all very much. Is reference to litigation, potential litigation, maybe property acquisition. So we'll go in executive session. Thank you. Second. Okay, after executive session, no vote was taken, so we have nothing to address further. So I hear a motion we adjourn.
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All in favor, raise your hand. Thank you very much. Unanimous.